So a lot has happened at Nintendo over the past few months. A lot of big announcements have been made, and I feel that this has very strongly contributed to them reaching very recently a very big milestone. And that is not only that their company has just reached a market cap of now over 100 billion US dollars, but it now looks like they are inching very close to becoming the sixth most valuable company in Japan. So starting it off here, we can see their stock. I put it at showing the last 6 months. You can see that, there have been huge strides that have been made in the last 6 months in terms of the stock. I mean, it's basically doubled in the past 6 months. You have to think of the various things that have happened during this time. They launched the teaser trailer about 3 months ago for the Switch 2, and then they actually had the hour-long Nintendo Direct showing it off, and since then there have been various bits of information that have made its way into the spotlight. So yeah, I'd say that very much had a very big contributing factor here. I want to note this also, that this is actually the highest the stock has ever been. If you want to be really precise, it was actually earlier today, Tuesday, May 6th at 9:30 a.m. Central Time. It reached $22 flat. Yeah, that is the highest the stock has ever been. So very big day today. But then with that, as I said, yeah, just a few days ago, the market value of Nintendo finally reached 100 billion US dollars. Before this week, there were only 6 companies in Japan to have 100 billion US dollars, so now it is 7. And speaking of, right after they have just crossed this big milestone, it actually looks like another one is right around the corner, because if you look at this chart that I just pulled up from companiesmarketcap.com, where it just shows the market cap of literally every company pretty much in the world. I filtered this to just show companies in Japan, but yeah, as you can see, Nintendo's at number 7 with 100.52 bill, and number 6 is just a little over. They are at 100.97 bill. So just $450 million right now is the difference between Nintendo and the number 6 place, which right now is a company called Fast Retailing. I looked them up. It looks like they are just responsible for selling clothes. And you know what? I have to say it, I am curious about some of these other companies, so I'm going to look them up too. Obviously, I know about Toyota, Sony, and Mitsubishi, but like, what about these other ones? So number 4 is Hitachi. I'm going to look them up. They specialize, it looks like, in a lot of different energy systems, electronics, infrastructure, that kind of thing. Okay, cool. And then the other company, that is Kiense. They make sensors, measuring instruments, and vision systems used in factory automation. Doesn't sound to me as fun as playing Mario Kart or Legend of Zelda, I just have to say. But yeah, now before we're done with this chart, I do also want to point this out. While it very much looks like Nintendo could pass Fast Retailing very soon, Kiense is also not that far ahead. They're at 107 bill. So who knows, maybe by the end of the year you could see Nintendo at actually number 5 in Japan. Who really knows? At this point, I'm not going to put them getting anywhere close to Toyota anytime soon. Toyota's sitting at a comfortable 250 bill. Now, I was also curious about how Nintendo has climbed this ladder of ranks in Japan over time. Now, unfortunately, despite some digging, I couldn't really find just an exact chart that showed me, each year, what were they ranked, nothing like that. But I did find this. This is a market cap history of Nintendo from the year 2009 all the way to today. Obviously, as you can see, like I said, today it is the highest it has ever been. But one thing really did stand out to me, and I did highlight this in the screenshot here. You can see that in, I want to say 2015, this was the lowest it looks like Nintendo had ever been valued, at least since 2009. They were valued at about $11.5 billion in January of 2015. So I have to wonder, what was happening with Nintendo at that time? I'm very curious. If anyone knows, please let me know. I'm thinking maybe the Wii U was happening at that time, because that would have been a couple years before the Switch came on the market, and that did very well. So I don't know, maybe these were just the dark days, the Wii U days, I don't know. But yes, overall, Nintendo is sitting in a very good spot right now. They are doing the best they ever have, both in their stock and their overall position in Japan, as well as, of course, their overall market value. It's now at 100 bill. They have now joined that club. They are now officially one of the big dogs in Japan, and it looks like they could hit number 6 in rank very soon, and maybe number 5 will be by the end of the year. We will have to wait and see if that does happen.